What is the future of cash and ATMs?
According to a recent ECB study, cash payments represents 52% of the in-store purchase, and around 62% of European citizens consider that it's important to have cash as a payment option due to privacy, but also to make consumers more aware of their own expenses. Cash will continue to coexist with digital payments, but ATMs will evolve into a multifunctional access hubs that offer not just cash, but also a seamless digital onboarding, identity verification, instant issuing, and localized financial services. We need to embrace standardization and data privacy laws like GDPR when deploying digital onboarding, or for example for biometrics as well, and when we share ATM ecosystems and infrastructure. The future ATM networks will be more dynamic and value-driven, with real-time analytics, machine learning-driven cash forecasting, and cash recycling to reduce cost. We need to comply then with AML, anti-money laundering, and know your customer at 2 levels: customer due diligence requirements and also the introduction of new generation of Eurobank notes. ATM ecosystems will shift towards open banking integrations with wallets, contactless, and embedded finance, where ATMs become secure nodes within a broader payment rails. To do so, we will need to align with PSD2 open banking, NFC and tokenized payments rules to enable secure interoperability. The future belongs to those who imagine cash as strategic. A part of cash convenience and financial inclusion, cash also represents the primary level of resilience and payment sovereignty of a country. So in the event of a natural disaster or severe attacks, state-level threats, or the power outage we experienced this year in the Iberian Peninsula, which revealed the importance of having a robust and resilient payment system and how cash kept the real economy running.
Cash isn't dead, so why are banks struggling with ATM operations?
Beyond hardware, cash logistics, maintenance, banks spend huge money on compliance failures, security breaches, and downtime. We've seen banks spend 40% more than necessary because they lack economy of scale. Add regulatory complexity, cyber threat, competitive market, and rising customer expectation level, and you've got a cost center that drains resources from core banking innovation or even basic activities.
How does Worldline turn ATM complexity into competitive advantage?
With an integrated, scalable ecosystem that connects to major international and domestic schemes, and a centralized management that reduces risk, downtime, and cost. Whatever the business model, our offer is modular, with the highest security standards and fully regulatory compliance. We help to transform ATM operators into customer experience leaders. At Worldline, we think that outsourcing ATM management, pooling or entering in a consortium is the answer for ATM owners.
Who can benefit from Worldline ATM Management?
Our solution scales to any bank size. Tier 1 and 2 banks leverage our platform on top of existing infrastructure or integrate with our acquiring solution for maximum pooling benefits. They can even license our technology internally. Smaller banks get a full service package plus daily operational guidance. Whether you need strategic enhancement or complete ATM outsourcing, we adapt to your business model. Typical ROI, I would say 19 months. So, let's go for a demo?
Let's go. So, Stephanie, help me out here. We have the feedback from our clients telling us that the basic need for them is how to monitor the ATM fleet, meaning that when an ATM is out of service, how can I check that?
Yeah, sure. I propose to go and see our Atmos demo. So here we are in Atmos, which is part of our ATM suite. And let's go into monitoring. There you can see that you have all your ATM at a glance. And if you go into checkboard, then you will directly see the ATM that are having a failure. You can see what kind of seriousness it is. And obviously here, I deselected, but you can select or deselect any of the problem you don't want to see.
Okay, thanks. That's very interesting. And also something that we really want to check is the cash management for the ATMs. So how can I know how much cash is left in an ATM? Do you have like a way to monitor as well the cash counters?
Sure. Then I propose to go here into the ATM, and you will easily see that we have the safe balance. And the safe balance is something we always monitor. And together with the customer, we discuss about the threshold. And when we reach that threshold, it will send a message, an alert to the CIT companies, and they will make sure that you don't run out of cash.
Well, it's not only running out of cash, but also is to have a 24/7 availability. So how can I know if there is any failure on any device of the ATM? Do you have also that kind of monitoring?
So here, we're still in Atmos, as you can see. And again, in monitoring, but you have synthesis. You see, we have the in-service maintenance stop activity. These are the different status. Mm-hmm. And here you go even, it's a breakdown per assets that you have in your ATM. And as you can see, we have the visuals and the percentages.
Do we have department, which is a customer service, and sometimes we need to turn off an ATM directly from the distance? Is it possible? So, or we need to do it manually, because sometimes we need to do that, so we need to turn it off. Can we do it from this Wii as well?
Sure. And this way you can definitely save some time on the road. You have your terminal that you have selected, and then you go on to control. You select an action, out of service or disconnect, put in quarantine. Then you select your bank if you have multiple, and then obviously your terminal, and you submit. That's it, all done.
Okay, Stephanie, a bonus question.
Yes.
Sometimes we have the need to limit the amount, for example, customer can dispense from the ATM or the different operations we have on the ATMs. Can we do that as well in the Wii?
Yeah, sure. Let's go into repository, and there you can see, you select your ATM, and then you have the possibility to add limits. I will show you. This is the one we already have, for example, which is for an amount of 50 euro, just to preserve your cash, for example.
Thank you for watching. Want to know more?
Yeah, let's schedule a demo.